But it's like purely meant to be a fun, goofy time. So let me fix that so you can read it easier. It logged me out of TikTok, so I bet it's not working there. Irritating. Let's do bolds. Smaller font. Oh, not what I wanted. Sorry, very anticlimactic beginning that we're having here. Okay, now we're going to change that source. She's coding. She is coding. Not that big. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to add that little disclaimer. The designer that helps me is probably like wanting to throw up looking at the way that's laid out right now. But next week we'll be talking about what would I do if I was in charge of everything. And I was going to put if I was president of the United States, but I already saw the comments coming of me being on there and people being like, well, you would need congressional approval. And I don't want congressional approval. I want to get stuff done. So next week will be a silly, goofy time. This week was crazy. And yes, I do have a snow day. I had a snow day today and I have one tomorrow. So that's great for me. I was afraid I was not going to know while I was streaming and I really just wanted to know. A Walmart cart corral. Thank you for subscribing for 10 months. There was another subscriber I saw earlier. Where'd they go? I can't see. Oh no, I want to say thank you. I was waiting for you on Twitch, FYP. It was so strange. I think I'm not live on TikTok right now because I'm not logged into TikTok. But let's see if it lets me log in right now. And then it'll work. But if not, it is what it is. It never really does that well on TikTok anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. But this week, if you did not already see, we are going to be talking about celebrities' vacation homes. And by vacation home, I realized I played myself a little bit here because, yeah, it's me. I'm logging in. I appreciate the security, though. When I started this, oh, it is working. Cool. No, you live. Thank you, Shayla. It just wasn't logged in on my side, so I couldn't see the chat, but I guess it's logged in through the stream or whatever. I don't know. So anyway, when I got this idea, I was like, I want to judge some celebrity vacation homes. And I kind of forgot that the concept of a vacation home is middle class. All of my pictures keep falling on my pink wall, and it's been making me really, really upset. We're just going to fix this real quick. But anyway, I realized that the concept of a vacation home is inherently middle class, which, bear with me now, you might be like, I'm middle class and I don't have a vacation home. Us calling it a vacation home is middle class because there's different types of rich people. There's rich people that most people are like, oh yeah, they're rich. And those are just regular rich people who are not actually that rich. You know, these are your people like regional president of a company, people making like $800,000 a year. A lot of fucking money. But a lot of those people are not the 1%, because the 1%, they don't have vacation homes. They have diverse real estate portfolios. They buy those houses not for the purpose of vacationing in them, but for the purpose of owning them. So a lot of these houses you're going to see might not be labeled as a vacation home because these people never fucking go to them. They never go to them. And a vacation home, to me, you go to. So a lot of upper middle class and upper class people have vacation homes, like a second home that they frequent to vacation. But a lot of the houses we're going to look at today, it's like a step beyond that. So I should have called it Ugly Celebrity Real Estate Investments. Where do you think Lisa Vanderpump lands? Is she the 1%? Ooh, that's a good question. So one thing Lisa Vanderpump has said that indicates to me that I do not think she's the 1% is she's made jokes about how she has to work for a living. So what that tells me is like she does not have insane amounts of wealth like pocketed away. Like I think she has a lot of property, but a lot of them are probably mortgaged. And I think like if someone says they have to work for a living, what I take that as is like if they don't go to work, money's going to stop coming in for the most part. They don't have passive income, they have active income. Like she is a operator and proprietor of restaurants. That's not a passive income. That's a very active business you have to be involved with, unless she like hired someone to manage it for her. And then I guess it could be passive, but it probably wouldn't be as successful because she knows what she's doing. She was not at the inauguration, so no. That's actually a really good measure. Was this person at the inauguration? Where were you? What day was that? Was that yesterday? January 20th? Yeah, I think that was yesterday. Feels like so much longer ago than yesterday. Ugh. Also, I put my blanket in the dryer, but it's already like room temperature again. It's so cold, and I live in a pretty old house, so the floors are very cold, and I hate wearing socks, but I'm doing it. You can tell it's cold if I'm wearing socks. Yesterday, if you can believe it, can we have a whole therapy situation about that whole situation? I don't even know what to say, because like, is it as bad as I thought it would be? Yes. And it's happening faster than I thought it would. Ugh. And like, the thing that's the most disturbing to me is that like, it's just so much worse than 2016 with so much less attention. That's what's like really making me feel like, mm, mm, mm. 2025 has been very yikes. I keep forgetting it's 2025 and not 2024. I was gonna buy a house. Maybe I'll flee the country. Who's to say, man? Who is to say? I feel very icky. Like, I turn on the news and I'm like, gross. Gross. Your pessimism made it all hurt less, to be honest. That's a first for me. Someone put that on my gravestone. Have you seen the menacing video on the White House homepage? I haven't, but I've seen a lot of stuff about how they like took certain pages down. Okay. Why'd you take it down? Why'd you take it down? Why'd you take it down? You didn't need to take it down. I don't want to go to whitehouse.gov. I'll go later, but I'm not doing that right now. That just seems like a lot. Yeah, the U.S. Constitution page is gone. Interesting. Very, very quick with that one. Quite quick with that one. Quite quick. So yeah. Very yikes. Finally a person who will acknowledge it. And it's like so bad and so blatant and so obvious that I'm just like I don't even know what to say. The birthright citizenship stuff is so infuriating. No, literally, I'm like, and then watching people's reactions to it and they're like, ha 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 ha. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And I posted a video earlier about that hand motion. That was exactly what we thought it was. Okay, so this might be a controversial take. I need everyone to put on your critical thinking caps. And as always, there's a disclaimer on the screen. This is my personal opinion on my personal device on my personal time. I am seeing some people say like, oh, that hand gesture is not what we thought it was. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's because he's a neurodivergent. That's why he did that. I think that two things can be true at once. I think that that's absolutely what we thought it was. And I think that maybe it was done in that moment because one thing about being neurodivergent, one thing that I deeply know in my soul is that it is hard to read like social situations, and like sometimes you do things and you just like can't read the room and you do things at the wrong place, wrong time. So what that hand motion told me was that it's exactly what we thought it was. He's done it before and thought that this was a space where he could do that. Does that make sense to you? So it's like, it's not that he did that not knowing what it was. I think he did that being like, oh, I do it around these people all the time. Not thinking about that, oh, I'm not in private with these people right now. And again, like this is just me speculating and this is my own personal opinion. But I think it's like, that must be something that is done in some circumstances. And in that moment, maybe he felt like this is a circumstance where we do that. And everyone else's lack of reaction enforced to me, he has done that in front of them before. So everyone's saying, oh, he's neurodivergent. That's not what it was. I think he's neurodivergent, and that's why it was done at this time, in this place, in this way, where maybe normally that would not have been the case. You don't do something like that for the first time on stage. Exactly. So it's like, to me, the equivalent of like, not the equivalent, but to make a comparison of like neurodivergency, when like I will make a loud joke in a meeting and then I'm like, oh, fuck, that was not the time to do that. But I'm used to doing that with some of the people that are around me. So I don't really think about like, oh, this isn't the time and place for that. That's what it felt like he did, but like in an evil way, not in just like a misreading the room way. So disturbing. And I wasn't really going to talk about this tonight. That was not my plan. But then I knew like 10 minutes ago, I was like, people are going to want to talk about it and I have a lot to say. So like we can talk about it for a while. It was too stiff to not be planned. Exactly. And it's like, it's not like the videos were slowed down. It's not like it was a gotcha moment. Because that's one thing that I will say I don't like that's happened politically over the last 5 years. And not just politically, sorry, I keep burping, I just ate dinner. Not just politically, but also socially, is everyone's looking for a gotcha moment to prove why this person is wrong or bad or lying. I think that's a really weird social dynamic we have right now of like public outing and shaming and stuff. Where was I going with this? I forgot. Damn it, it was good too. I forgot, it was so good and I lost it. As an autistic person who can't always read the room, yes, he's used to doing it, but didn't realize he shouldn't have done it there. Yeah, that's kind of what I think, and it's a lot. I'm really mad that I lost my train of thought because it was good. This is my first time watching live instead of on YouTube. Can you touch on how some... Oh, the gotcha moment. So I would say, like, that's one thing about our society that I don't love is that we've, like, tried to create these gotcha moments. And I've noticed sometimes when a public figure or a celebrity or an influencer will get canceled, quote unquote, it feels like a gotcha moment. This was not a gotcha moment at all. Twice, on camera. Whether you watch it slow or watch it fast, it looks like the same fucking thing. It doesn't seem like people are trying to make something out of nothing. It seems like a lot of people are trying to make something into nothing. Like, I don't know if y'all saw this again, like, might be controversial. The ADL, which is the American Anti-Defamation League, not the American, the Anti-Defamation League, they were like, oh, that's not what that was. I was very surprised by that. I was very surprised when I saw that because, and I made a TikTok about this earlier about like the Overton window and how like the Overton window is basically the window of things that you feel are appropriate. So like for me, an Overton window, if someone is in favor of low taxes, that's within my Overton window. I disagree with it, but I don't think they're evil. You know what I'm saying? It's like things that maybe you don't agree with, but they're within your window of what is normal and socially acceptable. Our Overton window has been moving further and further right because when someone does something that's crazy and so outside of your Overton window, you don't even realize it's slowly moving your Overton window the more repeated exposure you have to that. And I was thinking about if any major business figure did that hand gesture 5 years ago on any sort of national stage, whether it was a news show, a political event, a musical event, whatever, like any public figure who did that 5 to 10 years ago, it would have been handled very differently, in my opinion. Very, very differently. And apparently in Australia, they had to blur it. I thought someone said in Austria they had to blur it. Because I know Austria, like, that has some history there. If he did it in Germany, he would have been arrested. And I think that a lot of people are just like, oh, it was nothing. And I think that there's kind of two different reasons why people are saying that it's nothing. We're, like, so off track with what we were going to talk about tonight, but I don't really care. There's two reasons why people are saying it's nothing. I think one of those reasons is they know what it was, and they're trying to minimize it because of backlash towards themselves and other people. People that like him and are like, oh, I know what he did. I like that he did that, but other people are going to judge that, so we got to downplay this. That's one group of people. That group of people literally go eat some fucking gravel. Like, go eat some gravel. I don't fucking trust you. You're disgusting. That's how I feel about that group of people. There's another group of people that I really think, like, we need to not be hostile towards because I think that there are some people that is so unfathomable to them that they've convinced themselves it was not possible. You get what I'm saying? Kind of like the same sensation of like when you cut yourself really badly cooking and it doesn't hurt because your brain is just like, you're fine, that's not happening. Like your brain does not allow you to accept that as reality because it's so deeply fucking unsettling that instead your brain does a mental gymnastics of convincing you why you didn't actually see what you just saw. The same thing happens a lot and people say like, oh, this person was assaulted, but then they didn't report it for 5 years. Sometimes your brain will literally go like such a interesting route to protect you. And I think that that's happening to a lot of people, that they're just like, that can't be what it was, because it's so unfathomable to them that that happened on TV in an inauguration in their country. And I think that those are the people we really need to be having conversations with. And I think some of those people are left, and not, I think some of those people are liberal, not left. I think some of those people are liberal and like just need to be kind of woken up to how truly like intense this time is. And I think some of those people are more right leaning but not right wingers, and they're just like scared and uninformed. And yeah, so I don't know, that's kind of the most I want to say about what's going on right now, mainly because I haven't like I try and find a balance between like being informed and not driving myself crazy, because I used to really consume like every piece of news possible and really just drive myself to like spiral, which is very unhelpful. And I try and like think about what's the most helpful way for me to engage in this. So I am not as informed as I could be on a lot of the executive orders that went out today and stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch the inauguration, but I watch either NBC or ABC nightly news. And I'm saying NBC or ABC because I switched between the two, not because I can't remember. So I saw like some clips and some like newsworthy moments, but I haven't like deep dived, I don't know, on like the specifics of everything. So that's why I'm not going to really get into it past what I just said. But yeah, I've been reading a lot more political and social nonfiction. The more I learn, the crazier I feel. Yeah, I feel like very crazy. It's very out of control already, and a lot of people really don't realize how out of control it is, and don't realize how quickly it is getting more and more out of control, which is just very scary. The ADL has stated that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitic, so that's why they're making excuses for the salute. I did see people talking about that as well. I am not Jewish, but in my personal opinion, anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitic. I think that some people are anti-Semitic when they're expressing their anti-Zionism, but I don't think that it is inherently, because to me, it's the difference between a policy and a faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be against a policy and have no feelings about a faith or a religion, and I can still be against a policy. That's kind of the way that I view it. But I know it's like a really sensitive topic for a lot of people. To conflate anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism is anti-Semitic in itself. That's also kind of my view, is like, to me, it's anti-Semitic to assume that an entire religion of people have the same viewpoint about this matter. Like, to me, what's wrong is to lump people together and assume they all think the same way and believe the same thing. And to me, if I assumed that every single Jewish person on earth is in favor of Zionism, that would be anti-Semitic, because the Jewish community is very diverse in the way they look, their politics, their socioeconomic status. So like, conflating the two of those together to me is kind of prejudice, to assume that like those mean the same thing. But again, not the issue that I have the most education on in the world on. What I would say about like most political issues and most human rights issues and most like humanitarian crisis is that I usually know more than the average person on the street, because I engage in activism online sometimes. I'm a teacher, I'm a history person, I watch the news. So a lot of times I know more than the average person you might run across on the street, but I definitely don't know nearly as much as experts in that field, is kind of where I place myself. And speaking of, now that we're talking about this, please scan the QR code to share Dr. Sofyan's GoFundMe. I have been in touch with them recently, and things are really horrible. I'm sure, as you can imagine, they've been horrible the whole time, getting more horrible by the day. GoFundMe is the best place right now to send money, and yeah, so some of the money goes towards the evacuation effort, and then some goes directly to him for like day-to-day necessities, groceries, things like that. So very serious first 20 minutes that we had. That was a lot. Very, very serious. And if you already donated to Dr. Sofyan and you are tapped in regards to money, put it on your story, put it on your social media. Even if you have 12 followers, your 12 followers probably don't follow me, so they probably haven't seen it. And I know that I've posted a lot, and most of my followers that can donate have donated, so like the funding has been much slower in the last couple months than it was when I first started. I believe it was last summer. But please just continue to share. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I hope that was a good serious talk. Maybe I'll keep doing this. Like at the beginning of each stream, I'll just like talk about what I feel about the news that I've seen recently. But that feels like a lot of pressure. I really don't want to become a news source because like I'm not. Like I make mistakes. Like I'm not. I don't. This isn't like researched or cited. It's just me talking. You get what I'm saying? But okay, that's what I will say. We'll start and like a stream on financial literacy. I don't even want to tell you guys how much I have in checking because it's crazy. But me not being the news, we can start our streams with just like a safe place to discuss. This is not going to be a news delivery session, but it'll just be a safe place to discuss. And we can kind of like, this is one thing that I think is really helpful. It's difficult for me to like relax and engage in fun things when I have like a lot on my mind. So for some people, they're not this way. They're like, I don't want to talk about anything serious. I want to forget it so I can have fun. But I'm not that way. I'm like, I need to talk about it to get the thoughts out of my brain and then I can have fun. So that's kind of the way I'm going to treat this is like, we can all check in and be like, what are you learning? What am I seeing? What are we thinking about it? Let's all get our thoughts out in a space where we know people are like like-minded and respect human rights and like somewhat respectful people. And then we can get to like chilling. You know what I mean? Please, I need people to talk to about this, especially after TikTok is gone. I feel so blocked off. Oh my God. I'm literally having discussion section, and don't include in the YouTube stream in case you say anything dipshitty. About the TikTok ban, I literally spiraled so bad on Saturday. I'm like mortified at my own behavior. My screen time was fucking crazy. And I was watching all these videos of like my mutuals that I'm friends with, like crying and talking about the last couple years. And then I was simultaneously trying to download all my old TikToks. So I was seeing TikToks in my old apartment when I looked very different, when I was a lot younger, when I was a lot less good looking because I didn't know how to dress and do my hair for my face or drink water. So I started to get extremely emotional about just like the last 5 years of my life. And then I made a video about it and I regret it so much because I feel like I got played and like my emotions were part of a political stunt, which I knew was happening while it was happening. But I actually like just was spiraling so bad that I felt the need to film that and post that. And I'm just like mortified that I got played like that while I knew I was getting played. And I just really don't like that I did that. I really feel weird about it. And yeah, Saturday was not good for me. It was not good. But one thing I will say that I know a higher power is looking down on me. I posted the video where I was literally like, it was bad. I don't even want to talk about it. If you saw it, you know. If you didn't, don't worry about it. I posted that video maybe around like 5 or 6 o'clock. I've been watching you for years and it resonated so much. I'm glad because to me, I was like, it felt like my like public breakdown moment, which was like not fun. And literally I have to do I do like journaling, and I wrote in it today. I was like, I'm embarrassed, but it makes me feel better to think about all the other people that have had public breakdowns. So like whatever, it's not that fucking serious. Even if it's not deleted, we mourn what we used to have in the future we wanted. So yeah, I spiraled, but this is how I know a higher power is looking down on me. I posted that video that I'm embarrassed about at maybe like 5 or 6 o'clock. And then everyone's app went like dark at like 8:30. I was watching TV. And then around 8:45, I got the ick so bad and decided to delete the video, and my TikTok was still working for me to delete that video and take it down when everyone else I know was kicked off at that point. So like I know that someone is shining down on me being like, I think it was like, this is lame and sappy, but I think it was like perfect timing of that video. Like I think that like me spiraling that way, and literally I was thinking of the Britney and Lindsay public breakdowns. And I know that theirs were a lot more serious than mine, but still. So, I just need to know I downloaded that video. You can keep it if you want it, just like don't post it. But if it made you feel good, and this kind of goes along with what I was about to say, but I felt like me having those feelings, posting that video, I feel like it got to the people it needed to get to. Like the people that it got to, I feel comfortable being vulnerable in that way with you. People that have been following me for years that like know my true intentions. I feel totally fine with you guys like seeing me in that way. And then I feel like it was in perfect timing that I got to take it down and it didn't become like fodder for people to make fun of us. Because that's what I didn't like. And someone that said, I hope you come to peace with the fact that you have emotions. You're right. But to me, it's not even about like my emotions. It's that I didn't feel comfortable that I served myself up to be exploited by a political stunt. That's the part that I'm like, oh, I hate that I like let myself get in that situation. And I feel like I took it down. I didn't see it put anywhere because I saw a bunch of people online being like, look at these TikTokers fucking bawling and crying. And like, if I had been in one of those posts, that would have really hurt. And just like, yeah, I was just like, it was a weird fucking last week. Like the last week has just been weird. It's just been weird. Like, it felt like it was for our community. One feature I don't have on TikTok that I wish I did is followers only videos. I can do friends only, but I wish I could do followers only. And like, that's what I would have put that video on. So yeah, just like a lot. It was just a lot. It was a lot. It gave me abusive, manipulative boyfriend flashbacks. Me too. And that contributed to why I was spiraling. And then I was literally experiencing, like, I feel like I'm being manipulated in that same way. And then here's a video of me when I was being manipulated in that way. And it was just like, I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, holy fucking shit. It was just a lot. Someone said I'm frozen. It's really not the time for that. I think you'd have to make your whole account followers only, not just one video. Yeah, I think so. But I don't want to do that. So anyway, let's get into the real reason why we're all here tonight. Some ugly celebrity vacation homes. We're not going to be super in depth tonight. We're just going to kind of look at some houses, have some fun. Whatever we get through, we get through. And if we skip some, we skip some. So this is Pharrell Williams' Miami penthouse. Starting off, lot of glass. It looks like a hotel. It very much looks like a hotel. This is from Mansion Global. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so that I can see it. And I'll just cover that up. There we go. So anyway, is that Family Guy art? I don't watch cartoons, so I don't know what that is, but I feel like the art is really just not matching the price. This is $9.25 million, and this was a couple years ago, I think. This was in 2016, so I'm sure it's way more fucking expensive now. You know he paid thousands for that Family Guy art. Rich people do piss me the fuck off. Like, they really, really do. Oh, we don't get to see that. Why do you have a whole boardroom in your dining room? That does not look cozy at all. Why is the Michelin Man in the corner? Like, I just have so many questions, and I'm really just getting upset. It looks like a hotel lobby. You're not gonna look at me and tell me this looks like someone's home. This looks like a hotel lobby. Not a color in sight, except for the random large orb in the back of the room. Other than that, the art is pissing me off so bad. The art is pissing me off a lot. The Family Guy art, I really don't appreciate that. Why are there all these little cartoon men? What is this? These little like mouse looking things? I know this is like high-end art. There's a random drum set over there, but it's not even... So the drum set, like, are you gonna have a performance? Like, what is this? Oh. Cool. This room isn't horrible, but it does look like a hotel. I do really like that balcony. I'm unclear if that's a door. It kind of, yeah, that looks like a door to me. I can see one of the little handle things. But it just looks like a hotel. It really does. The bed looks nice, though. Oh, that fucking eats. I'm not even going to say. Like, I'm jealous as fuck right now. Do I know what building this is? Oh, don't piss me off. Where is this? I think I might have been in this building. Bristol Tower and Brickell. Okay, it's not the building I thought it was. I have not been there. But I'm still jealous. Pharrell is supposed to be one of the greatest musical artists and producers of our generation, and I'm just supposed to go on knowing he had a giant Stewie in his foyer. Okay. My mom just redid her whole house. It's a regular house, but it's so white and sterile now. Like, okay, girl. So I was looking at houses, and, like, I told my agent, and she thinks it's funny, but I really like her, and she was like, we were looking at some that were really updated and some that were super dated and like kind of ugly. And I was like, I like the ugly ones better. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I would rather have a 1980s ass house that I can do little bits and pieces myself then a giant white agreeable gray, you know, where it's the white walls, the gray laminate flooring, the white cabinets, the gray like everything's white and gray. I was like, I will take the most heinous design from the 1980s over the 2020 white and millennial gray look. And she was like, very good to know, because like one of the houses I looked at, I'm literally like heartbroken over this. I kind of want to buy it just to fix it. So the bathroom had all white tile, but it looked really like weird. And I was like, what's going on with this tile? And she was like, oh, it looks like it was painted white. And then we found in a corner where they missed, and it was like this like kind of ugly, but I feel like if you decorated right, it could be really cool. It was like a bluey green, like a very 1960s tile. And I was like, if they had left the fucking green tile, I would have been a potential buyer of this house, but you painted it white and ruined it. And they did it shitty. Like the edges were all shitty, where like I feel like you could just like make the green tile a moment and style around it. And like, no, but everything's millennial gray. But I am very jealous of this hot tub. It's looking out onto Brickell Bay. I'm not even gonna front. Like, if you're rich in Miami, I'm jealous of you. I'm hating on you purely out of jealousy. Like, are you joking? Are you fucking kidding me? I deserve this. The kitchen, again, very, very hotel. But he's probably never even going to be in the kitchen, so he doesn't care. Why are there guitars in the chairs? I like a home theater, but why are there guitars? What are the guitars for? Again, jealous. Jealous. I am a jealous hater, and I will say that. I do know this building. Oh, I'm so fucking jealous. Oh, back to that art. So, moving on from Pharrell Williams' penthouse in Miami. This is Gwyneth Paltrow's Palm Beach house tour. Okay, buckle in. Wait, the previous owner of my condo painted over the kitchen backsplash, and I felt like a goddamn archaeologist stripping the paint to reveal beautiful vintage mushroom tiles? Wait, are they tiles with little mushrooms on them, or is this just a thing I don't know about? I'm fascinated by this. One of the houses I'm actually looking at, so it is very, very dated and needs to be cleaned desperately. But one of the things I like about it is it has old tile that's like very cool and weird in like the kitchen backsplash, one of the bathrooms, like in a couple places throughout the house. There are few women who I can really slightly support, but Gwen is at the top of that list. We've done a Gwyneth Paltrow stream, so let's look at her house. I have a feeling hers won't be as heinous design-wise. That wallpaper is fun.
All right, we're back this week playing another round of HGTV's House Hunters Celebrity Edition. This week
I love that ceiling.
To coast, we have
I love the ceiling.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
I really like the backyard too. Okay, so backyard, I love. I love the seating. I love the umbrellas. It looks very functional. It looks very comfortable. I really, really like it. This part,
multi-talented.
I'll pause it again.
Paltrow, Grammy-nominated.
This part right here, I don't love the white. I love the way the white looks, but what I'm wondering, having it next to a pool, I feel like it would get water stains on everything. And I know Gwyneth Paltrow has probably never worried about that a day in her life, but I worry about that. So I'm wondering, is it maybe a performance fabric of some kind? But I do like the little mini kitchenette. That's really nice. I don't like that table. Kind of just a stylistic reason. That's just really not my vibe. I would have done like a more natural wood table. I'm much more into natural textures and shapes and not really into like the modern geometric stuff as much. White in a vacation home feels Republican. Yeah.
Artist Janae Aiko.
But I love that backyard.
Terrence Mann.
I love that staircase. I felt like that staircase had a lot of charm. Oh, I love this library. Oh, that's very cute. I like the way the books are styled. It is a lot of white. A lot of white.
Worth of real estate to review, and then I've got to decide.
Oh, I'm just not over that pool.
Whose house I want to buy as is, where is. Can't make any changes. You know the rules.
So far, I do like her house a lot. I like the style. It looks very functional. That's the main thing I noticed about rich people houses. $4.5 million. They're not functional. And I love a functional house, and her house looks a little more functional than some of the others.
First up, we have an actress and entrepreneur Gwyneth Paltrow's
my nose is so
$4.5
itchy
million Palm Beach villa.
frickin' weather.
The Goop founder reimagined this 2,500 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom bungalow to mirror the modern, feminine Parisian aesthetic that Goop is renowned for, while also blending the vibrant spirit of Palm Beach, Florida. Paltrow has always dreamed
That's cute
of a
wallpaper.
Goop residence.
Like, okay, so that wallpaper, not what I would have picked. Not my style. I don't like the yellow background. I don't like the birds that are on there. I would have done like a more tropical bird wallpaper, but I don't hate it. It's just not my particular style. So as long as everyone knows I'm being objective.
Fans of the brand can immerse
No, it's
themselves in the
snowing.
world
No school
of
tomorrow.
gorgeous,
Well, we're
meditative
virtual.
interiors, with luxurious, clean beauty. The villa's design incorporates retained
Yeah, like,
marble.
I love that
interior.
wallpaper. The green
No
wallpaper
hair,
is gorgeous,
tons
or it
of
might be
blush,
painted.
Gray, seafoam,
Gorgeous.
and greens fill the space.
Love the green.
The design pays homage to
Okay, so same thing, like gold fixtures. I like silver. I like brushed nickel. But it looks good.
the villa's dual influences, seamlessly weaving together woven textures and floral motifs.
I love all the natural
A
wood.
heartfelt
Goop
tribute
is
to
her
the elegance and
lifestyle
romance
brand.
of Paris and the natural beauty of Palm Beach. As you enter the residence, arched elements and organic forms create a visual narrative that
Yeah,
celebrates fluidity.
me and her are aligned on that
grace.
with the organic
Every
forms
home
and the
I've
lots of
ever
like
seen at
natural
Gwen's has
wood.
been thoughtfully renovated.
The knobs were a little
extreme
weird.
attention to detail. So
I like
of course,
that
that's
sink.
the same here. But we got 2 more to go.
2,500
Two more to
square feet, but only
Let's
2
check it
bed,
out.
2 baths. So remember they had an outdoor kitchen. That was probably included in square footage because it looks like you could shut it. Big living room. You saw how big her bathroom was. I can definitely see 2 bed, 2 bath getting up to 2,500 square feet. If you have a big kitchen, a big living room, that outdoor kitchen, definitely could.
Who's up next?
See how big the bedrooms are? Okay, they're moving on to someone else.
Next up, we have a former Florida State Seminole and current NBA player, Terrence Mann, 6-bed.
Moving on, I don't care about sports. This is Mike Tyson's mansion in Southington, Ohio. I love when a celebrity lives at a random ass place. Like, I love that there's a huge mansion in Southington, Ohio. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Formerly a renowned boxer, Mike Tyson had to part with an extraordinary mansion due to a series of personal and financial challenges. Under Tyson's
He had to part with
ownership,
the mansion.
boasted 5
He has
bedrooms,
pigeons?
a full-size
I didn't know
pool
that.
and jacuzzi, tiger cages, and a basketball
The
court
tiger
adorned with
cage.
crystal chandeliers. The opulent residence, full of gold-plated fittings and Tyson's name on the imposing gate, was so
I love like gaudy things. I love gaudy. I love tacky. I love being like, I'm rich, so I'm going to put a large gate with my name on it. I love when rich people have hobbies that don't hurt other people. Yeah, man, put your name on a gate. Fuck it.
sold in 1999 for $1.1 million in a state of disrepair. Now
Aw.
transformed into the Living Word Sanctuary Church, this once neglected house
Oh, it was a church
sat
now?
untouched for a decade before becoming a symbol of worship and communal unity. The old fireplace has since been turned into an indoor waterfall, while the 4-bay garage is now classrooms and a nursery. The tall steel cages where Tyson kept his famous 4 tigers have been dismantled for a pavilion. Boxer Mike Tyson had to part with an epic mansion in Ohio due to a series of personal and financial challenges. The one who
They said a
proclaimed
church
himself
took it
the
over.
baddest man on the planet once resided in this expansive property. However, the former heavyweight
That's too many
champion,
tigers. It is.
plagued by controversy and financial difficulties, was forced to sell it back in 1999. The opulent and somewhat dusty and neglected mansion has undergone a metamorphosis into the home
I
of
feel
the
like she's
Living
just
Word
saying the same
Sanctuary
things again and
Church.
again. This feels
Under
like
Tyson's
AI.
ownership, the mansion boasted 5 bedrooms, a full-size pool and jacuzzi, tiger cages, and a basketball court adorned with crystal chandeliers. The sprawling residence featuring
I hate
gold-plated
a black like hot tub, bathtub, anything like that, because they always look dirty. They're so hard to keep clean. They get like rings on them so easily. I feel like any little dirt or grime just shows so intensely, and I don't like it.
fittings.
But that spot to have like a jacuzzi bathtub with all that snow around, I do love that. I can get behind that.
And Tyson's name on the front gate was sold in 1990.
Me when I'm trying to hit word count, right?
$1 million in a state of disrepair.
Is it literally
Now
just repeating?
transformed into the Living Word Sanctuary Church,
She's literally just saying the same thing again and
sat
again.
untouched for a decade before becoming a symbol of worship. The church's pastor, Nicolas Cage, humorously remarked on the overgrown property, stating that the grass was tall enough to be sold for hay.
Okay, so we get the point. This house was like a lot and they turned it into a church. So this I found like so surprising. Nicolas Cage has this mansion in New Orleans, Louisiana that was apparently haunted. They had to reuse some clothes. So continue without disabling. Inside the New Orleans haunted mansion once owned by Nick Cage before it sells. That chair is making me deeply uncomfortable. I don't know why. Also, it's really bothering me that the curtains are too long. Like, they should have fixed that. I don't like that. Normally, I do not like black cabinets. Normally, I'm not into that. I think it just makes the space look very depressing. But it works here because they have all the windows here and the white tile and the white ceiling. I think it works here. This 1830s property, once owned by Nicolas Cage, is said to be haunted. When this was written, it was under contract for $9 million. When was this written? This is in 2024, so not too long ago. Same thing here. I'm still upset at the curtains. All the money in the world, and you can't get curtains that are the right length. I find that to be very disturbing. Again, normally not into black carpet and black trim on the doors, but I think it works here. The purple works with it. If the curtains were right, it would just be better. Don't like this. I really dislike these couches. I feel like these two couches do not fit the house at all. I feel like the black walls are way too shiny, and if they were like a matte, like a velvety black, maybe it would be a little bit better. I don't like how the couch is kind of giving like black and silver, but then the fireplace is kind of giving like black and gold. I think they clash in a way that's really irritating. I thought the walls were TVs. The green, no. The green could work if the rest of the room was like cream and brown, maybe even a burgundy you could get away with, but I'm just not into this. Want to be Elphaba so bad, but you can't do it right. Perfect description. Here's the outside. This is gorgeous. I don't know what it's being used for now. Why does that look photoshopped in? But like the balcony, gorgeous. I like the outside color. Again, the black trim on the doors really works here. Normally I'm not that into that, but it really does look good here. This room, I don't like the ceiling, but I do like the wallpaper or print or whatever it is. The like kind of black lace walls I think is really gorgeous. And I think if you had white ceilings, it would look a lot better and it would stand out more. Because right now, your eye just goes to the black ceiling that's way too fucking shiny. Your eye doesn't go to the focal piece of the wallpaper. Another point on the wallpaper, that mirror is wrong. I would have done a very plain trimmed mirror so that you're looking at the wallpaper. The curtains are wrong. I would have done like plain white curtains, like really kept the room super plain so that your wallpaper is really like saying like, I'm here, Beyonce. It's shocking to me that you don't know about this house. Yeah, I really haven't seen it before. People are saying it was an American Horror Story. I do really like the floors. I love a natural wood floor. Oh, that's horrifying. I do not like that. I do like how big the doors are in this house. I love a large doorway. I think it's great. The red. Okay. This feels like a very specific choice. I don't even have anything to say. Like, you see it. Nick Cage. You go on a date with Nick Cage, and then he takes you back here. I'd be like, where the fuck is the Declaration of Independence? Don't play with me, Nicholas. That room is not for sleeping. Neither is this one with these opposing ottomans. Don't like the black. Again, if it was cream, it would look so much better. I do really like the tile, maybe controversial. I like the green with the leopard print. I think it looks really good. That art is wrong for this room. All of the modern art is really not working here. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Okay, it's hard to fuck up a courtyard, and they didn't. They didn't fuck up the courtyard. So that was Nicolas Cage's mansion in New Orleans. Moving on to Jennifer Tilly's homes. This was highly requested. A couple people mentioned it. So despite owning 4 homes, one in Las Vegas, a beach house in Malibu, and 2 properties right next door to each other in Bel Air, Tilly insists she lives humbly. My boyfriend and I live very simply in a very small, cluttered house. Yes, there's a giant house next door, but we don't go there. I guess we're kind of delusional. I love her. I think she's hilarious. I don't have a giant mansion or a chauffeur that calls me Miss Tilly and I make out with, like Sutton. Sutton is on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Jennifer Tilly is a very famous comedian who's friends with Sutton, who's occasionally on the show. Sutton has a ton of money. She made out with her driver. Tilly admitted that she was shocked by the public reaction after she revealed this during the reality series December 3rd episode, that she still receives residuals from The Simpsons to this day. So she is a celebrity in her own right. She was also married to the creator of The Simpsons when he created The Simpsons. So that marriage did not work out, but she did get a piece of The Simpsons in the divorce. So she has like crazy money. Like, she's famous, but she has way more money than someone of her same caliber of fame. Does that make sense? It also seems like she's pretty responsible with her money. She's also a pro poker player. That's why she has the Vegas house.
Oh my god, the opening scene of my movie!
Is this the clip where they mention it?
Oh my god.
Okay, I don't think it's in that one. Jennifer Tilly's real estate. Is it in this one?
Look at all these colors.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
I don't know where the wine glasses are.
Oh, can you get a drink for Tiffany, too?
Does she like Diet Coke or regular Coke or?
No, she wants wine.
Oh, wine.
There's a little bottle of wine in there. Just have a glass, because she'll drink the whole thing.
She's so funny. She was in the Chucky.
Here you go. Don't drink it all.
Make sure she doesn't spill.
Yes.
We just cleaned her dress.
She's always spilling stuff on the kid. I think we got it. Put that there. There we go.
There we go. As long as she doesn't rock.
Yeah, don't rock.
The Chucky doll.
Pretend like you're my butler.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. I'm Kyle. No, Jeff. You're Jeff, the butler.
Oh, I'm Jeff the butler.
Oh, this is
I love
Jeff.
her.
He's my butler. I'm fancy like Kathy
Yes.
Hilton.
Can I get you something to drink?
I'll do flavored sparkling water.
Okay.
Put it in the nice glass.
The house is so pretty.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
I actually live next door. Well, I have a lot of properties. I have a property in Las Vegas because my boyfriend and I are professional poker players.
I did not realize
beach
she's
house
66. She looks incredible for being 66. Not that 66 is like dead or anything, but she just looks a lot younger than 66.
in Malibu, but we never go there because there's a ghost there, and he really doesn't like us being there. I can't blame him. I have two places in Bel Air, right next door to each other. This is my playhouse. This is where I have parties. So this is the playhouse.
And like, is it wasteful to have two houses right next to each other? That's objectively wasteful. But the thought of being able to throw a party and you be the host and then being able to fucking leave and go to your house next door and no one can come, that sounds incredible. Because I don't like hosting parties because when I decide I'm done, I want everyone to leave. But if I had a party house next door to my actual house where I could just be like, yeah, keep the party going, bye. Like, Jennifer Tilly, I put her in here because this is how you use money correctly. Take notes.
House. Don't mind Tiffany. Tiffany's a little bit of an alcoholic.
Is that there all the time?
The doll.
You know, she moves around the house. Like, yeah.
That's really creepy. I think I own that dress and that jacket.
This dress is Gaultier made it especially for Tiffany. Jean Paul Gaultier.
The dress for the doll kills me.
It's the fancy way to come in. Miss Tilly.
I think that's Sutton.
Hello. Hi.
Sutton. You remember
She
that?
lets the
Good to see
ghost
you.
live
Good to
there.
see you. Yes,
Imagine
how are you?
having so much money that you could just be like, yeah, one of my houses is haunted, so I don't go there.
I was trying to get Jeff to answer the door and say, hi, I'm the butler. Look how
Oh my god, I had green.
She was in the crystal. She was the crystal ball lady in the
Would
haunted
you like
mansion.
a cocktail?
Or champagne is good.
Jeff, sweetie, can you give Kyle a little bit more sparkling water? These glasses are fabulous, but they don't hold that much.
Right, this is true.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys have your outfits ready for my denim and diamonds party?
So now they start talking about some stuff that if you want to watch that show, you can. So this is her talking about her actual estate.
Here we go, and action.
Hello, Chucky fans. So wonderful to see you.
He doesn't even sell the haunted
I'm Jennifer
house.
Tilly, or maybe I'm Tiffany. It's very hard to keep track these days.
Oh,
As a special
Jeff?
treat,
Jeff is her employee of some kind. I'm kind of unclear on who Jeff is.
I want to show you around Jennifer Tilly's palatial estate. Follow me.
She's
Don't be
hilarious.
shy. Nobody's going to bite you. Well, maybe Chucky. I want you to see my very special closet. Look how big it is. It holds up to 15 coats and up to 3 bodies. Nobody's in there now, though. Not yet. How many of you are there? 2? Okay, no worries.
That is
This is my
beautiful.
beautiful living room.
Oh my god, the purple couch and then the wallpaper. Like, she knows what she's doing with her money. She can have more money as far as I'm concerned.
I bought this house from a man named Ernst Stavro Blofeld. When I bought it, he told
That
me
is
the house had a
gorgeous.
curse on it. Curse? You know, realtors, they'll say anything to make a sale.
They really will.
This is the dining room. As you can see.
Okay, again, like, not my style. I like more, like, light things, but it is really pretty. I love the shape of the room. I love how they did the contrast of the light purple paint against the dark brown floors. My only critique, I would have done different drapes. I feel like the drapes really blend into the floors. If you did, like, a off-white drape and did the wood a little lighter, I think it would, like, be much more cohesive.
The theme in here is mauve and purple, lavender, and diamonds. Don't mind the cobwebs. I haven't actually had a housekeeper in for quite a while because, well, I've been keeping somebody hostage for over a year and you know how it is.
Okay, here we go.
A well-stocked dining room has lots and lots of booze because, you know, I'm somewhat of a recluse these days, and I like to just sit here and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. In fact, I'm going to have a cocktail right now. I really do have a fabulous life.
She does, and
I
she
used to
seems
have a
grateful
butler
for
who
it.
pour drinks for me, but he unfortunately passed away also. Follow me into the kitchen. This is where the magic happens. I cook
Okay,
all
body.
kinds of things, like I cook Swedish meatballs, cookies, birthday cake, and margaritas. That's all I know how to cook.
Swedish meatballs, birthday cake, and margaritas. She is my kind of bitch. I could hang out with her.
Okay, here we go, and action.
I'm not very coordinated, but one thing I can do is walk and hold my cocktail at the same time. Lots of practice.
This is what rich people should be doing. Not... You see how Jennifer Tilly is not creating an oligarch society?
Beautiful room.
That is gorgeous.
I decorated this room myself. There is no
That is
such
so
thing as too much
pretty.
pink. Pink,
That's not
pink,
even my
pink,
favorite
pink.
pink, but
I
it's
know you
so
don't want to
pretty.
leave this beautiful,
And I love
room,
the
but there's more
doors.
interesting things.
The arched doorway with the pink circle room. I love how, like, her house is, like, so many circle and hexagon rooms. I'm so jealous of her. God.
Upstairs, follow me. Be careful, watch your step, watch your step. I would hate for anybody to die in this household. What are you doing in here? I told you to get out of here. Wow. Oh, hey, this is the designer. I believe his name is Don somebody or another. I think he wants John. Yes, I think
John.
he wants to talk about how he decorated the room. But
Those archways
I
are
really
expensive.
decorated.
Mhm.
Yes, John, spin your magical tales about how you decorated this room.
Well, everything was specially made. The curtains, the drapes, the bed.
Is that a mirror above the bed?
Headboard,
All right, Jen.
photos were,
Yes.
were manufactured in the art department. All
Yes.
the trophies,
In-
all the awards.
No. The trophies were not manufactured. Those are my trophies that I won for being a brilliant actress. Okay, let's get that straight right now, Mr. Don.
Right.
John.
John. And,
Yes.
John.
And we made this for you, this most improved.
No. I won that from E! Entertainment Television, most improved actress in terms of sartorial splendor. Don't listen to him.
I'm pretty sure this is a set for the
This is
Chucky
all about
show.
Jennifer Tilly and Tiffany. It's not about
Is it?
John, who decided he's the decorator. He's like a crazy man. He
Is it
lives in
also
the
hers,
garden.
though?
He's a
Production
little-
designer.
So
I love Jennifer Tilly. I think she's such a character. So this is George Clooney's Villa Oleandra in Lake Como, Italy. Hard to find information about it. Every picture is the same, like 3 pictures. She's so real for having dusty stuff. She's like an early Myra Rose. I think she's a lot more in touch than Myra was. But anyway, let's look at George Clooney's home on Lake Como. Lake Como looks beautiful. I've never been. I've been to Italy twice. Yeah, I've been to Italy twice. Gorgeous place. I love Italy. Beautiful. Really want to go back. Very jealous of George Clooney in this current moment.
George Clooney, one of Hollywood's most prominent and
We
versatile
won't watch this whole
figures,
thing.
has built an impressive career as an actor, director, screenwriter,
And apparently he
and
sold
producer. Over the decades, his talents have earned him immense fame and fortune, which he has wisely invested in a stunning global real estate portfolio. Clooney and his wife, Amal, a renowned human rights lawyer, have amassed a collection of exquisite properties that reflect their refined tastes and cosmopolitan lifestyle.
This also feels like AI.
From Los Angeles to Italy and beyond,
Look at
their
that. That's
homes
so
are
nice.
as diverse and dynamic as the lives they
I
lead.
want to be on Lake Como.
Studio City, Los Angeles,
Oh, I guess we're
the
looking at all
first
of
big
his.
purchase. In
Skip ahead
1995,
to Lake
at the height
Como.
of his fame, thanks to his role as Dr. Doug Ross on the hit TV
Whatever,
series
I guess we're
ER,
watching this.
Clooney made his first significant real estate purchase, a villa in Studio City, Los Angeles. This property,
Oh,
which he
a
bought
bus
for
driver
$2.2
pointed it out for you?
million
That's
from
funny.
rock legend Stevie Nicks, was the beginning of what would become a sprawling real estate
And this is what I
empire.
was talking about. That rich
The
people
villa,
own real estate as a way to
originally
park their
7,000
money.
square feet, with
And I
6
didn't think about that
bedrooms,
when I thought of
has
this.
since been expanded and renovated multiple times, transforming it into a luxurious private sanctuary.
How do we get to Italy?
that Clooney still calls home. Over the years,
There we go.
Villa Oleandra,
That's what I wanted.
Lake Como, a slice of Italian paradise.
Oh, I'm so
Long
jealous.
before Clooney became one half of Hollywood's golden couple, he had already fallen in love with Italy.
Look how
His
beautiful it
connection
is.
to the country,
I saw a meme that was like Italian people really looked at this and said, let's move to New Jersey. Obviously, there's a lot more historic nuance than that, but I thought it was funny, so I thought I would share it with you.
is perhaps most famously symbolized by his purchase of Villa Oleandra, a breathtaking 18th century estate
To be in an
located
Italian
on the
villa.
shores of Lake Como. Clooney acquired the property from the Hines family for $7 million, a decision that would shape not only his personal life, but also his public persona.
See, there's
as the
like no
ultimate
footage of
Hollywood
the
charmer
inside. I want to
with
see
a
what's
love for la
inside.
dolce vita. Villa Oleandra is a magnificent example of Italian elegance.
Is the food in Italy
offering
as
more
good as
than
they say?
25 rooms
Yes,
and
and
an
I want to
array
go
of
back now
luxurious
because I
amenities.
used to really dislike
The property
risotto, but
features
now I like
multiple
it, so I want to
tennis
try it
courts,
there.
An outdoor pool, and a vast garage where Clooney stores his prized
Look at that
collection
pool.
of vintage motorcycles, a hobby that nearly cost him his life in a motorcycle accident a few years ago. The villa's interiors are just
It
as
looks
impressive,
exactly like what
with
an
ornately
Italian villa
carved
should look
ceilings,
like.
spacious bathrooms designed for pampering, and even a dedicated pizza room.
Look at that! That is so pretty! Oh, am I frozen again? God damn it. Lame. Very lame. I'm just gonna keep going. There's nothing I can do.
Ensuring that every aspect of Italian culture is embraced.
Manifesting an
The villa is
apartment
not
in
just a
Miami and a
retreat for
house on
Clooney
Lake
and his
Como.
family. It's also a haven for his A-list friends.
I went to Italy and it didn't ruin Olive Garden for me like people say it does. That's how I feel, the same way that like good Mexican food in Mexico didn't ruin Taco Bell, because I know it's a different thing. Like if I want Italian food, I don't want Olive Garden. And if I want Olive Garden, I don't want authentic Italian food. Same thing, like, if I want Mexican food, I'm not thinking about Taco Bell. But if I want Taco Bell and I eat authentic Mexican food, I'm like, that's not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I hate that you can't see me, but we're going to move on from George Clooney because I'm like low-key bored with him. Moving on. Your audio is fine, but the video is lagging. God, that sucks. Do you think they knew I was talking about them at the beginning? That's a siren. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can. So, moving on to Betsey Johnson's Malibu home. Malibu mobile home, to be more specific. Starting off with this picture, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Absolutely obsessed. Malibu Betsey, why fashion designer is living in a mobile home. Here we go. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Oh. That's as large as it's gonna get?
This is my favorite part about my backyard.
Cool.
I scraped and flattened and flagstones and astroturfed it, but this, I look outside and I think, I'm in Tahiti. I'm in Indonesia.
I'm into this. She lived in New York for 55 years.
I've stayed there over the years, year after year. I just love that hotel visually. And then they started to make their fabric, and I thought, okay,
no.
I need my Beverly Hills hotel vibe. This is the true lush birds of paradise.
I'm seeing some people are saying they're back and some people are frozen. I'm sorry. I wish I could help you. Who's that?
This is my most favorite room. It's very spiritual. You know, in your house you have one place that you sit. This is me. Bring me out here at night.
She's kooky.
A little light bulb.
I love a kooky woman.
It's so beautiful. The sunset. Oh. The bathtub backyard.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I cannot live without a bathtub.
Oh, to have an outdoor bathtub?
And this is a great one because it's the old iron. Yeah, only bath. So this room is devoted to the bath.
I love how she keeps saying this room like she's not outside. Absolutely incredible. So it had to be pink. She spent more than $500,000 transforming it. It's 2 bed, 2 baths, and sanctuary that includes a room for her daughter Lulu's children who also live in Malibu and come visit often. Literally just looks absolutely fabulous. Like the yellow room. Oh my god, why is it still frozen for you all? Like, I'm just trying to fight on. Like, you can tell I literally don't have it in me to care. Which is horrible. But the yellow room, so cute. Her bathtub, like, I'm obsessed with an outdoor bathtub. I really, really love the Betsey Johnson Malibu mobile home. Does the 2 baths include the one outside? I want to find more pictures of her mobile home. Let me Google it. Betsey Johnson Malibu mobile home. Here we go. This looks like a longer video if it'll load. Oh no, I watched this one earlier and it was like weird music, but I'm gonna speed it up because it just had photos so that we can just see the photos. Ah! Sorry, I accidentally went full screen. I hate when I do that. All right, let's get to the house. Look how gorgeous that little backyard sitting area is. That's where she was sitting in the video.
Marked by bright colors into retro.
Yeah, see, it's like a robot voice. I don't like that. Very retro. I love the stonework with the grass. This is like literally what I would be doing if I had more money. Wallpaper's cute. Not my style, but very Betsey Johnson of her. Very, very Betsey Johnson. Love the floors as well. And I love that it's like, yeah, I did spend $1.95 million on a mobile home. And what about it? And what about it? All the color, all the pink. Love the monochromatic rooms are done well. That yellow room is wonderful. I'm a big fan of monochromatic. A lot of times it's done very poorly, but when it's done well, I am a big fan of it. Big, big fan. I'm going to skip forward a little bit. Oh, that's so fun. Again, like not the way I would have done it, like kind of cluttered, but you can definitely tell like its style, its color, its energy, it has personality. This is to me, I love a house where I walk in and I feel comfortable sitting down. And that's what Betsey Johnson's house is giving that Pharrell's house did not give. In Pharrell's house, it's like, where do I sit? Everything is like weirdly curated. In Betsey Johnson's house, it's like she has like a million animal print pillows. Obviously, you can sit right there. And same thing with her patio. Tons of little cozy, tons of little seating with the pillows around. It doesn't look like so sterile and so formal, which is what I really, really like in a house, for it to have personality, for it to look like people live there and people enjoy the space. Because what's the point of having it if like people can't enjoy the space? And then the yellow room with the little pink accents. Betsey Johnson is doing it right. Your house is so cozy is the best compliment. I know, I love when people say that. People don't really say it to me because I never have people over, but I know what you're talking about. I hate for a house to not feel like a home. I don't like that couch. I just personally don't like that style of couch, but the yellow room is very cool. Let's go ahead and move on. This is Pamela Anderson's luxurious Malibu beach house. Can I just say, she's been looking great. She looks phenomenal. She's been going out barefaced and she looks phenomenal. I hope that I get to age as gracefully as she is. She looks phenomenal. I do not have a Discord, but I
Welcome
should.
to our exclusive tour of Pamela Anderson's Malibu Sanctuary.
Man,
Known for her iconic roles and glamorous lifestyle,
screen.
Pamela's
This
home
is
is a
beautiful.
reflection of her journey, combining luxury.
I am fucking obsessed with this living room. This is exactly what I would have done. No notes. Actually, the only note, I might have done a different carpet, but that's the only note that I have. Love the coffee table. Love the couch. This couch looks like you can sit on it. Even though it's white and perfect, it looks cozy. It looks comfortable. I love all of the glass. I love the trim. I love the plants. I love the use of color here. Literally no notes. Perfect. Love it.
With heartfelt personal touches. Get ready to step
Cool
into
Florida
a world
grandma.
of sophisticated elegance and warmth.
Yeah.
First, let's explore the living
Sophisticated
room,
elegance
a
and
space where
warmth.
luxurious comfort meets style. Notice the plush, comfortable sofas in soft, sandy hues, perfectly complementing the Malibu beachfront location.
I don't like this personally, but I don't hate it.
The walls are adorned
Valid.
with eclectic art pieces and family photos, adding a personal touch. Large
Discord's
windows
basically
offer
like a big group
breathtaking
chat,
views of the
from
ocean,
what I've seen.
filling the room with natural light and serene vibes. Moving to the master bedroom, we find a haven of tranquility. The room features a large, inviting bed with high-quality linens, promoting relaxation and serenity.
Very basic
Light.
room. I do like that chair. That chair looks comfortable, but like very neutral, very basic, but I like it. It looks very, very nice. I am
Airy
getting annoyed
curtains
by the
and
fake
unique artwork
voices.
create a space.
So we're going to skip ahead. Love this kitchen. I don't love those chairs because they're not the most comfortable things in the world, but I love a big kitchen island. I love lots of natural light. I love the natural wood. I really like it. My only note is I don't like those chairs because especially if someone is like a bigger or a tall person or pregnant or anything like that, that hard plastic edge is just not that conducive. I know because in the office I used to work in, we had chairs exactly like that and it caused problems multiple times. Really like this bathroom as well. It does look like a hotel spa, but not in a bad way. I mean that in a positive way. Oh my God, the kitchen does look like a WeWork. You just ruined it for me. You're right though. Home theater, it doesn't have guitars, so that's a good sign. And then this is the outside. I really love this house. Honestly, out of all the ones we've seen, Betsey Johnson is my favorite for personality, but in terms of like, would you live there? So far, this is the winner to me. This is gorgeous. I love it. So not really judging and not ugly, but great work, Pamela. This is Lady Gaga's Malibu Oasis. It's more robot voices, so I'll turn it off and we'll just talk about it. Oh my God, this does kind of give cult, but it's so comfy. I really like this. It's like very relaxed, very muted. It does kind of give, I don't know where to sit down. It doesn't really give lived in someone's home, but this is giving like retreat. This is giving retreat vibes for me. But again, don't really know where to sit. I love these chairs. These chairs are more beautiful and more comfortable. I really like these chairs. It's bothering me that they did not vacuum out the wrinkles in that rug. you knew you were having a photo shoot. But I do really like this chair. Again, it's giving WeWork. Why do celebrities just want to live in a WeWork? That's the $1 million question. I like this kitchen a lot. I love that sink. I love a big ass sink. Give me a big ass sink with no compartments. Give me that big ass sink. It reminds me of the 1970s lowered living rooms. One of the houses I'm looking at, it doesn't have a lowered living room, but it's a split level house. So you have to walk down some stairs to get to the living room. So it gives the illusion of a lowered living room. And I love it. A lot of other people have said they didn't like it. Like the realtor was like, I don't know how you'll feel. And I was like, about the conversation pit? What do you mean you didn't know how I would feel? And also I was like, I was thinking about like posting more about buying a house, but I didn't want anyone to be like, here's your address. So I'm just going to talk about it with you guys. Why do celebrities want to live in a WeWork? I should get shot of the night for that one. I do like this kitchen. This kitchen really doesn't read like family though. It reads like caterer, but like a great party kitchen. Truly perfect. That is very whimsical. Don't love this. Gonna be honest, I feel like we didn't really know what direction we were going. My main issue is the ceiling and the walls. Like, I like the pink upholstered bed with the thing on the ceiling. Like, I do like that, but I don't know. This just falls a little bit flat for me. I feel like I like kind of see what you wanted to achieve, but I'm not exactly sure what you wanted to achieve. And it's just reading kind of like child, but not in like a fun, whimsical way. I don't know. I don't love it. It's not sitting right with me. Something's off, and I can't figure out what it is. Too much drapery makes me feel like there's a spider hiding. I feel like it needs a little editing. It's just not quite right. I couldn't even put my finger on it. Something's weird here. It looks like it's from Wreck-It Ralph, right? Like, it just looks cartoon, but not in a good way. I don't think it's the window. I like the window. This bathroom's really nice. I really like this green tile. I love the mix of the green tile with the white, with the water, with the mirrors. I think that is very gorgeous. Really great job on that, Lady Gaga. Great work. And that tub, like I would love to be in that tub. That just looks very comfortable. Lots of towels around. That's a good sign. Love ample towels. That bathroom is quite gorgeous. I'm still hung up on that weird Wreck-It Ralph room though. Off topic, is the Peloton worth it? I will get on your off topic. For me, yes. I just paid it off and I still pay the monthly subscription. I love it. To me, it was absolutely worth it. But I hate exercising in public. I hate exercising in public more than anything. So I know that I wasn't going to do the gym ever. I wasn't going to do a fitness class ever. So for me, it made a lot of sense and was worth it. But if you like working out in public, then I think you should probably just join a gym and use their bike. But because I don't, yeah. And what I did, I bought a very cheap exercise bike and used it for a couple months before I upgraded to the Peloton. But moving back to Lady Gaga, love this outdoor space, love the balconies, love the archways. It's really giving Malibu, and I am very jealous of her. And I'll say that. This is John Travolta's Florida
Legendary
estate.
American actor John Travolta
It has an airport.
many stunning houses around the USA, the most prominent being the Jambalaya Mansion, Clearwater Retreat, and Maine Estate.
Isn't he in a cult, or did I dream that?
These spectacular residences have
Is he
become a home for
Scientologist? Who am I
Travolta's
thinking
family.
of?
Today, we'll focus on his magnificent mansion inside Jambalaya Aviation Estates.
Jumbo Air Aviation Estates. Why is there a whole ass airport in your house?
A mid-century style house, complemented by 2 runways leading directly to his home.
He is? Okay, I'm glad I'm not crazy.
If you want to see what the up-in-the-air lifestyle looks like in reality, look no further. In this video, we'll explore Travolta's stunning home, its spectacular surroundings, and even his aerial taxi. The wise learn
This
from
is like
others'
really
mistakes,
Eat the Rich
and you have the
vibes.
chance to see what
Yeah,
Travolta
he's pretty
would
high
have
up in
done differently
Scientology.
if he
And
had
Tom
the
Cruise, I
chance
think
to
you're right.
rebuild his gorgeous house. John Travolta purchased a property in the
Oh,
Jambalaya
Tom Cruise.
Aviation Estates,
Just different
Ocala,
spelling of Cruise.
Florida, together with his late wife, American actress Kelly Preston, back in the 90s. It was a sprawling 550-acre territory which allowed Travolta to make his childhood dream come true. He said, "When I was a kid, I imagined that by the turn of the century, everyone would have his own plane in the backyard.
Okay.
Since that didn't happen, The Hollywood star
Okay.
hoped to provide some inspiration. The family collaborated with Florida architect Dana Smith.
There's an entire neighborhood for people that have planes in the middle of rural Florida. For what?
Create a luxury 5-bedroom home with a private airport. The initial concept implied that airplanes should be visible from all over the home. We'll later see whether they managed to implement this in real life. Building the aviation-inspired estate of his dreams appeared much more challenging for Travolta than he had initially
I feel like
thought.
he's so fixated
It took
on
him
it.
8 years to get it going.
8
Exterior.
years?
The outside of the house
A little like
features
horse
an
people.
in-ground swimming pool with a hot tub.
That's
There's
nice.
a
I
pool
like a
house
pool.
with wood walls, stone flooring, a pool table for entertaining.
I'll
and
be
a
jealous
bar.
of anyone with a
The
pool, and I'm
surroundings are
woman enough
planted
to
with
say
lush
that.
tropical vegetation.
It does
The
really
actor
look like a
considers
cult.
the outdoor space particularly important. It's a cool spot for adults and kids to entertain. One of his architects shared that the pool cabana is a grown-up
like a different
playroom.
pool.
The owner wanted to use it for dancing, so it is spacious and has
John
stone
Travolta is one of those
flooring.
men that makes me mad just by
The
looking
amusement
at it.
zone is amusing with its pool slide, a huge swimming area, and a golf course.
I feel like that's the wrong picture. That does not look like
The
the
large
same
patio
property.
in the backyard is Travolta's favorite space. There, he and his wife used to dance. John is a great dancer. He studied voice.
I don't want to
dancing,
feel like I
acting,
live at the
and drama
airport, so he
school in
lost
New
me
York.
immediately.
Encouraged by his mother, Ellen M. Travolta.
At least keeping multiple
an
horses
actress
and being really
dancer.
into them is more reasonable
The
than
home
being
also
like
has
that with
room for
planes.
parking that can fit 16 cars, which John's lovingly transforming into a parkour-style gym for his son Ben.
Oh,
and
these
two
kids are
Pharrell
gonna be
Williams
fucked
100
up.
feet from the house. Actually, John Travolta and Kelly Preston were the first Americans to acquire and build a home on the only private runway in the USA. John had always
This is
dreamed of having
insane.
planes in his front yard, so when he wanted to go for dinner, he
Yeah,
could
I didn't know
step
he
out
was
the
bald
door,
either.
get on the plane, and whisk off. Now, the 550-acre property includes a 3,600-foot runway, a 7,600 square
This is
foot
so
house
odd.
that once belonged to horse breeder Muriel Vanderbilt, an 807,000
Yeah, that was
square foot
definitely a
conference
different
center,
pool.
and nearly
It looks
17
like a
states
cartoon
with
evil
runway
headquarters.
access.
Whoever said that was
It
right.
was estimated at $10 million. The main house is constructed of concrete and plenty of glass. The owner admits it is a bit overbuilt. Travolta shared, "The walls are thicker than they need to be, and there's more metal in it than there needs to be."
Why?
Travolta drew inspiration from 3 distinct architectural styles for his 6-bedroom main house.
There are a
and spacious
million
garage.
reasons why there aren't
The
other
first are
houses at the
projects
end of
famous
runways.
American architect and designer Frank Lloyd Wright, characterized by clean lines and dark woods. The second is the aviation elegance of the designer of the Dallas
A bunch of people are
TWA
saying it's
terminal,
lagging, but then some of you are
Eero
acting like
Saarinen.
it's fine. I'm doing a
The
poll.
third are loftily curved lobby windows by Morris Lapidus, architect of Miami's Fontainebleau Hilton Resort. These
been
windows
there.
served as prototypes for the 18 and 15-foot blue-tinted windows in the bedroom and dining room.
They keep showing this random
Let's
ass
see
other
what the
house.
stunning home looks like inside. Interior.
I don't think that's right.
The house features 6 bedrooms and 2 kitchens.
Okay, moving on. I mainly just
Legendary-
wanted you to see the airport stuff. The airport stuff is like really a lot. Like, why do you live inside of the airport? I really, really don't appreciate that you live inside the airport. So this is someone, it's frozen for me, but the audio is fine. Oh, this is so fucking irritating. Like, can we not catch a break? You can tell I'm literally just so over it. Like, I don't even know what to do about it. I'm connected to Ethernet. I have no idea. Whatever, I guess. So where's the air traffic control with these people? Legally, they have to have it. But anyway, let's move on to Kanye West Malibu Mansion in Malibu, California, United States.
I went to Kanye West's house, and then I went to the Hollywood Hills to tour this insane mega mansion with my friend Darren, and I brought my fiance Jade, and she was in total awe of this home. This is Home Tours, Los Angeles style.
It's lagging for everyone.
Came to Los Angeles for Jade's birthday week, but you know that I cannot go anywhere without doing property tours, so we're gonna head to Malibu and check out Kanye West's waterfront, beachfront property, and then meeting up with Darren to tour a $30 million property. So let's go. You know we had to ride in style. We got the blue Tesla.
Ah! Can you believe that we don't have a jacuzzi?
So we made it to Malibu. There's this street with all the houses here, and we've been driving around because Kanye's house is right over there. But we need to
I wonder what this street looks like now. Probably really bad.
And it took us a while, but I think we found a secret entrance we can go down. All right, so here's the entrance. We think it's just a normal entrance to the beach, so takes us down there at least. Look how beautiful that is. And what better
He's walking
shoes
way
to
too
wear on
fast
the
for
beach
her.
than
Red
brand
flag.
new white Nikes and Jade's brand new Nikes. Just jump. Go quick before it comes up. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, he's gonna help. Hey, he's gonna stop the stream. There we go. Thank you so much.
Why didn't you do that for her? Why
Alright,
didn't you do
guys,
why?
Behind me is Kanye
Why
West.
did a random stranger have to help your girlfriend?
Right now, but it's literally oceanfront, and of course we came at high tide. But the whole story with this property, it's like was for sale for $50 million or something. Gutted it, was gonna change something, and now they're trying to sell it again. And it's also listed.
She should date the other guy. I don't know if it was affected by the fires.
Maybe we can get inside for a tour one day, but I don't think there's much to really see inside.
Okay, that was a very anticlimactic. Now he's just at this other house.
Now made it to the Hollywood Hills.
I feel catfished by your video title. You did go there, I guess, but you didn't show it to us. So here's some more pictures of it. Why? Why? Why do you have a giant Don't make me mad. Like, literally don't make me mad. Because why do you have all the money in the world and spent it on nothing? Spent it on nothing. Let me do another poll to see if it's still lagging. The sand is too close to... on the sand is too close to the water. I agree. Like, one big wave and you're kind of done, in my opinion. I've always dreamed of living in a large concrete block. That makes me feel sad. It's giving prison. So this is Business Insider. Kanye West gutted abandoned Malibu mansion finally lured a buyer. August 28th. Oh my God. It was set to sell for $21 million. He bought it and never completed the renovation. It's missing windows, doors, plumbing, and electricity. He bought it for $57 million and then sold it for 21. Perfect. It was originally built in 2013. Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. I think this must have been affected by the fire because I know this whole area was. Located right on the beach. But, like, that's terrifying. That literally looks like a horror movie. Oh, yeah, he is afraid of windows. He's afraid of windows? Come on. Not to judge someone's fears, but windows? Windows. This is what it looks like when West bought it in 2021. And he paid $57 million. It's literally just concrete slabs. West stripped the home of nearly everything. And this was before he stripped it of everything? There wasn't much to strip now, was there? He was sued by a former employee, his caretaker of the property, who claimed that the rapper fired him after forcing him to sleep on the floor during renovations and ordered him to remove the windows and electricity and failed to pay him. It's literally just concrete that's about to fall into the ocean. Absolutely horrifying. Build an underground bunker, not a beachfront property. Being afraid of windows is very Kanye. Insane how rich people don't care about their homes being on the beach because they can replace it that easily. It really is crazy. So this is owned by James Jannard of Oakley Sunglasses. $68 million. This is in Beverly Hills, California, 410 Trousdale Place. Oh, this is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. This literally looks like where they had the Squid Games. It did survive the fire. No wonder, it's all concrete. I'd be really disappointed if it didn't, because it looks like it was designed to survive a fire. So if it didn't, then what's the point of it existing? This literally looks like a horror movie. Why? Why is there a motorcycle in the foyer? And why is it all concrete? What is rich people's obsession with poor materials like concrete? It looks like a Hunger Games arena. Are the couches concrete? This does not look comfortable at all. There's an island in the pool. The couches look like they're made of concrete. There's a motorcycle. I'm scared. Oh, the grass is nice. Maybe I take back what I said about the pool island. 10 bathrooms. Because why not? Why not? What is that? Is this the kitchen? Why is that the kitchen? Why is that the kitchen? Why does it look like a robot from the 80s? That looks like the machine from Teletubbies. This isn't even millennial gray. This is like factory gray. Mojo Doja Casa House Brutalist. The singular piece of natural material being the cutting board island thing. I look like I would be really cold. Does it get power washed every night or something? I've seen prisons more welcoming than this. I would not walk around that house barefoot. God forbid you drop something in this house. Everyone's gonna hear it for miles. For miles. And then, like, the lights. I don't like the lights. Just the large, sprawling concrete hallways. I thought we were looking at it from above. Oh my god. Every single room in this house is a dungeon. I absolutely hate that light fixture. I absolutely hate it. Here, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I hate everything about that light fixture. I hate everything about the weird steel features. I really, really cannot... Even the chairs in the home theater look like concrete. I cannot describe how deeply uncomfortable I am with this property. You couldn't pay me $68 million to live here. Actually, yeah, I would do it for... I'd do most things for $68 million, if we're being honest. I feel like a lot of rich men have a complicated relationship with comfort and softness in their homes. Literally. It's giving, like, fellas, is it gay to have a blanket? Fellas, carpet is gay. If you like walking on carpet as a man, that means you're a fucking pussy. That's what this house is giving. Because why is the whole thing concrete? What is this room? Is this a competition room? Why are there so many desks and no chairs? I've yet to see comfortable seating here. Is this a driveway? It really looks like a Hunger Games arena. Is this the house with the weird bathroom sinks that have no drains? Fellas, is it gay to like being alive in your own home? They're like, is it gay to be comfortable at home? That's the $1 million question. So that's terrifying. This is another house in Los Angeles, $34.9 million, 6-bed, 10-bath. This one looks to be somewhat better. Oh, it's a highlights? Let's just watch this. Okay, is that a seat with a fireplace in the pool? I do like this couch a lot. This does look comfortable. Good material for outside. Looks like a performance fabric for sure. I don't love that stone. I don't love the floor, but the view is gorgeous. The plants are gorgeous. This is a lot better. I'm glad that we have this palette cleanser. Don't like those chairs. Those chairs do not look very comfortable or functional. Do not like those chairs. Like that table. The fireplace in the pool makes me uncomfortable. I can't put my finger on why, but I just feel claustrophobic about it. But I do really love this pool furniture. Do real estate agents Photoshop these, or is it just crazy good photos and lighting? Both. So real estate agents usually pay for photos to be done because it comes out of their commission. So for a house like this one, that is $34.9 million. Standard commission is 3% for the seller's agent. So I'm going to do the math of how much this agent would make off selling this house. So this agent would make $104,000 roughly, close to $105,000 for selling this house. So they will hire professional photographers to do really, really amazing photos of a house. So like it probably does look that good. And it's a professional photo that is edited. So, yeah. Oh, they have the layout of the house. That's kind of nice. But I don't really like when they do the photos this way. How do I get to the next photos? See, this is what I mean. This website, like, kind of actually sucks. Okay. How do I just see the photos? Okay, I guess you don't want us to look at it because it's confusing. Is that a real dead zebra? I hope not, but oh well. This is not currently owned, but was owned by Gene Simmons of Kiss, $34 million, also in Beverly Hills, 7-bed, 11-bath. Okay, these are the normal photos. Real estate agents should watch these to see what people are saying about them. Really like this outdoor furniture, really like this fireplace, not really into this art. I don't really like that lady. I think I would like her if she wasn't in a cage, because like her pose is like giving freedom, but why is she in a cage? I think I would like her better. I also don't love the way these bookcases are styled. Not a big fan of that. I don't really like the art in here in general. The couch is not the coziest thing. Like not having back pieces at certain parts. It just doesn't look that comfortable. Don't like the art, but I do love like the bones of the house. Like I love the big windows. I love the wood ceiling. I like the lighting on the ceiling, but I don't like the lighting that's hanging down. So some choices I like and some I don't. What is these statues? I feel the same way about these statues that I do about Golden Goose sneakers. I think they were a ploy to see how far we could take tricking rich people into thinking something was cool. You know what I mean? Not my vibe, but not the worst. Low bar. So like, this is better than Kanye's concrete hallway, but it's not good. The statue makes it bad. These statues are just so weird. Aren't they called claws or something? I've seen them lots of places. I don't know what they are, but they're like a very rich man statue to have. So same thing like I said, I like the ceiling, but I don't like this drop lighting. I don't like the black industrial, I don't know, it just looks a little like, rrr. Same thing with these statues. I just don't like them. This sink is confusing me deeply. This looks so unusable. It's making me mad. What the fuck is that sink? It's pretty, but what is it? Do you wash your hands there? How do you... Okay, these chairs are good. These are good. We ended up getting fixated tonight on dining room chairs. The statues are $400,000? $400,000 American dollars for that? Okay, I do like this dining room though. Very basic, but I like it. I don't love the color of the chairs, but they look very comfortable. I like the light fixture. I like the doors. The table looks really functional. I like that carpet. Really no notes here. Don't love the lighting in this kitchen. I don't like all their drop hanging lights. I really just don't appreciate them. I do like this bedroom a lot. It does feel a little like, you know, the opposite of claustrophobic where it feels too big. It does feel a little bit that way, but I really like the ceiling. Why are everyone's drapes too long? Why are everyone's drapes 2 inches too long? It's really upsetting to me because it's not hard. Because I have drapes in my house, and you know what I fucking did? I measured them. You can see right now. They're just skimming the floor. They're not bunched at the floor. Because I took a tape measure. And I'm broke, and I could do that. So why couldn't your interior designer do it? More of these fucking statues. What is it with these statues? I don't love that light, but I do kind of like this orange furniture. The light is giving LED TikTok lights. Yeah, like someone would be hiding somewhere. No. Don't like this bathroom. No. Immediately no. It's an immediate no from me. That's scary looking. That's literally scary looking. I can't tell what's a mirror and what's not. That bathtub looks awkwardly small. The mismatched wood to tile looks weird. I really don't like this. I really, really cannot reiterate how much I do not like this bathroom and closet situation. No. Don't like it. Don't like it. The wood is weird. Normally I like natural wood, but in the contrast with this, it's bad. I don't like it. The tub was clear. The tub was like an orange clear. Walk into that room when you want to hear voices. Exactly. And anytime anyone has an Hermes throw blanket, let me just tell you how I feel about the Hermes throw blanket. I've come across many Hermes throw blankets, and this is what I have to say. If you have an Hermes throw blanket, I am judging the fuck out of you. Because I'm not against spending large amounts of money for quality, but the Hermes throw blanket is not soft, and it's not cozy, and it's not even that big. So for you to have an Hermes throw blanket, what does that tell me? That tells me you deeply value brand name. Kind of a red flag about you. That also tells me you deeply value what other people think of your home. because you're putting a throw blanket out to show that it is an Hermes throw blanket. And the most important thing it tells me is that you are a bad shopper because the blanket fucking sucks. Okay? And there's a lot of really good blankets that are expensive but cheaper than the Hermes throw blanket. Because if you actually cared about the blanket, you would be getting the great blankets, but you're not. You're getting the Hermes throw blanket. So you are telling me that you having the Hermes brand is more important than making your guest comfortable. And that is why I don't like you. And a Quick Trip parking lot, it feels like a tacky try hard. That's exactly how it feels. You want to be giving luxury, but you know what is the quietest luxury of all? Making all your guests feel comfortable. And an Hermes throw blanket doesn't do that because I've touched it and it's fucking itchy. It's itchy because an agent I used to work with would a lot of times give people Hermes throw blankets as a housewarming gift, and me and her would joke about how they were itchy and kind of sucked, but everyone loved them. And we were like, it's so stupid, but whatever. And yeah, that's the other thing. When you buy expensive houses, your realtor gets you really good presents because they just made like hundreds of thousands of dollars off of you. Don't like, oh my God, I feel like I'm like having a stroke. Like I can't tell what's up and down in this shower. I feel like I would pass out in here. This is like the opposite of relaxing. This courtyard's kind of nice. The outside is relaxing, but the inside is not relaxing at all. I did not like that. I was not a fan of that. This is $16.9 million, Middletown, New Jersey. So far, I see an aquarium, and I am in. I am in. I love a New Jersey residence on the water. Let's pretend we're in Italy. We're not, but we can pretend. Quite a dramatic look, but I like that they committed to the bit. I like that they committed to the look. Is it my personal taste? No, but I can tell there's a vision. It's cohesive. Everything matches. Everything looks good together. There is an artistic style here, and I like that they used color. I like that there's color. Why are rich people allergic to color? Clearly they're not in Middletown, New Jersey. I like a yellow. Why don't we see more of those? So again, like not my style, very like old school, old money, not my style at all, but I like it. Like you can tell thought was put into it. It doesn't look super comfortable, but I like it. 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms. That's like pretty reasonable if you had 4 kids, I guess. I love the artwork on the ceiling. I really love this wallpaper. My one critique is I feel like the furniture in this room is taking away from the ceiling and the wallpaper. And the ceiling and the wallpaper don't belong together. That ceiling should be in a room that's mostly white and neutral with a couple of accents to complement the mural, the thing on the ceiling. So that room should be all white with just hints of yellows and reds and greens. This wallpaper is gorgeous, but this table and these chairs and this furniture and the chandeliers and the flowers are distracting me from it. That wallpaper should be the focal point, and the room should be like muted, like browns and creams and things like that, like to complement the wallpaper. Because like I said, I love the wallpaper, but I feel like it's just getting lost in everything that's happening here. I do really like this kitchen. Very functional. Love a kitchen with double islands that has seating. Oh, I really like this breakfast nook area. I love the green in here. Again, not my choice what I would do in my house, but I do really respect it artistically. Don't like that carpet. I do really like this bathroom and this tile. That is very gorgeous. This is a waste management man house. This is a very Tony Soprano type of house. I like this one personally. Should we buy it? This is 11.7 million. This is Oakhurst, New Jersey. Seems like we might be on a similar vibe. Okay, huge fan so far. Love this random patch of grass. This is really giving old money. I could eat so much breakfast in this house. I love all the open grass that they have. Oh, I don't like this tile. I really don't like that tile work. I feel like it takes away from the staircase. Like I want to be looking at your grand staircase and all I'm fucking looking at is your tile. People don't know what to do with the money that they have. I like these windows. Are those mirrors that are reflecting the staircase, I think? My grandmother fighting for her rights as an Italian. That couch is gorgeous, and this is not the spot for it. Jennifer Tilly should have that couch. I really don't like the carpet. Yeah, like the layout and the architecture is beautiful. I don't like what they're doing with it. Like everything feels very mismatched. There's like a tablecloth over a folding table and these random chairs over here. Like, what's happening here? That's fully a folding table. You should have just taken it out of the house. Okay, this is very pretty. That's very, very nice. The plants feel kind of random. I like having plants in there. I wish there was more consistency of the pots they were in. Yeah, I feel like this house has so many gorgeous things and we're just losing all of them. Like, so much gorgeousness in this house, and there's too much in too many directions, so I'm just not seeing any of it, which makes me sad. I do like that chair a lot, this kind of office studio. Average New England house before the recession. I honestly hate houses this big. It's too much. And, like, it just feels very disjointed. There's not, like, a cohesive vision here. The last house seemed like it had a cohesive vision. This one really just didn't. Moving on, this is $59 million in New York City, 20,000 square feet, made for the daughters of the Woolworth in the 1920s, and then owned by Lucille Roberts, who created a chain of health clubs, the first women-only gyms. This is an old money-ass house. Old money-ass house. 9 beds, 12 baths. This literally looks photoshopped. Is that tile? I can't figure out if that's tile. Okay, that's tile and that's a carpet. That tile work is gorgeous, though. I can't believe you actually live in a huge house. There's probably rooms you haven't even been in. Honestly, these people probably do have rooms they haven't been in. The little bust, that's kind of weird. Okay, it's giving the White House. Very ornate. Very intense. And same thing, like, I am distracted from the gorgeousness by this intense carpet and couches. Like, if you are so blessed to have a house with these gorgeous marbles, these murals, these things like that, like, you need to be focusing on them. I just feel like these are so, they're not gaudy in like a fun, cunty, tacky way. They're gaudy in like a, you have so many expensive things and I can't focus on any of them type of way. Like, I can't even see any features of this house just because there's so much happening at the same time in every room. Like, that cheetah print couch, gorgeous. This custom tile, gorgeous. They have no business being together. They have no business being together. This room is better. I feel like this room we're starting to get there. How the chair and the drapes and the walls all match. Into that. Very into that. Love a fireplace. All right, so now we're getting to blueprints. You get the point. And I think we're almost done. I'm going to skip over some of these. This is owned by Darren Deason. Let me tell you about Darren Deason. How did he get rich? The tech company ACS and Xerox. Deason and his family are major financial backers of the Republican Party. They donated $250,000 to support Rick Perry's 2012 presidential campaign. In the 2016, they again supported Perry, donating $5 million. After Perry withdrew from the race, Deason asked for his contribution to be returned. So not only is he a Republican, he's also a cheap Republican. Deason then endorsed Ted Cruz. So yeah, this guy is like really in the Republican Party, a big money player in the Republican Party. Doug Deason told Senator Mitch McConnell that they would not make political contributions unless taxes got reduced and they repealed the Affordable Care Act. So this is the guy calling Mitch McConnell and ruining our lives. This is his house. $108 million. This is in La Jolla, California. 10 bed, 17 bath. What am I looking at? Literally, what am I looking at? And yes, feel free to send me your ex-boyfriend's mansion and I will include it in the next Zillow stream. Literally, what am I looking at? This is an abomination. Great deck furniture, but an abomination nonetheless. The pool looks refreshing, but it literally just looks like a castle of an evil king, which I guess is kind of what it is. You could tell they hired an interior designer, though. I hate to say it. Why do you need more bathrooms than bedrooms? A lot of rich person houses were designed to throw parties in. So you need more bathrooms than bedrooms because they're designed to entertain and throw parties and dinners. So you need a lot of bathrooms, but not necessarily people spending the night. Gorgeous fucking view. They have it. I deserve it. That's all I have to say on that. And again, You can really tell they hired an interior designer. You see the difference how in the last house, you couldn't see any of the fucking features. In this house, you can see the features because they're designed, like, well. Oh my God, you just sent your ex-boyfriend's mansion? Let's look at it right now. Once we finish this one. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I feel like they could have done more with this space. That's a waste of space. And in La Jolla, California, where everything's expensive, we really can't be wasting space like that. The outdoor space here is really incredible. I'm very, very jealous. This one's actually making me too jealous, and I can't look at it. So we are going to look at your ex-boyfriend's mansion instead. And I'm curious about your lore now. So this is Douglas Elliman is a real estate brokerage. Those two little chairs in the corner are very awkward, but let's see the prices here. 15.8 million, 15 bed, 14 bath. Jesus Christ. How did you meet this man? Okay. The basketball hoops are ruining it, but you could have made this very cute. If, like, Betsey Johnson got her hands on this patio, it would be very, very cute. But unfortunately, your ex-boyfriend had his hands on it. Was it his parents' house? Does he have family money? Tinder? Okay, interesting. Did you rob him? Kind of looks like it would be easy. It is so brave to have a $15 million home with the shittiest microwave I've ever seen. Kyle MacLean's nephew. Interesting. Again, like, you can tell a designer was not involved. Like, these windows are really nice. That bed is really nice, but the drapes make no sense. There's a weird ottoman next to a table. Like, I'm just very, very confused by this. That's a nice bathroom. I like that tile work. I wish they didn't have the bath mat on it. It would show a lot better without the bath mat. Should I drop my ex's house too or wait till the next time? Email it to me and we'll do it on the next time because we're running out of time and I want to show you all of them. And I made a game about them. Well, I didn't make it, but a game was made about them. Again, so brave. $15 million. Vinyl siding? Vinyl siding and a droopy cushion on the furniture for $15 million. $15 million. Okay, $15 million. $15 million. And same thing, like, you have this, like, custom woodworking next to the shittiest office chair from probably Office Depot. And then, like, this bed and this couch have no breathing room. Like, is this a living room or is it a bedroom? Like, they had some positive things they worked with. Why is there a porthole on the bathtub? And again, like, the structure is there. They just didn't execute it. What is this? What is this mural? Why is this room a hallway? Oh, immediately no. And no. The TV, the couch that's 2 inches wide, immediately no. These rooms are really small. Your judgments are much more entertaining when you're shitting on someone one of us is personally connected to. The most Airbnb room ever. This house is giving Airbnb, even with the Poland Springs water. There's no bedside table. Where is the bedside table? Is this house used as a storage unit? Because that's what it's feeling like. That's what it really is giving. Where is this? This one is so bad. I can't believe it wasn't planned. No, really, like, really coming through in the chat tonight. Yikes. It's a child's birthday party. Apparently, we're having a child's birthday party, and everyone's invited. How does it look so cheap, but it's so expensive? Not the plastic tablecloths. This could be you. This could be you. And the vinyl siding is what did it for me. God. We'll skip through some of these. I think I had... Okay, so this is another one that I wanted to show, and then I think we might be done after this. So, 18 million, 8 bed, 17 bath, Staten Island, New York, owned by former mob boss Paul Castellano. He was killed in 1985. Then Sal Rusi, who owns a business that apparently maintains facades of New York buildings, and Hillary Clinton fundraised here in 2015. Let's get into it. This looks like the mansion from the movie Twitches, is it? Is it from that movie? It has Halloween stuff. It really does look like that. Can someone confirm or deny? Is this the Twitches mansion? The mansion in Twitches is also the mansion in Mean Girls, and it kind of looks like this house. Oh, this garden is a lot. This really is giving like mobster house. This is exactly where they would live. And then like the stonework on the edge of the pool. This is old money ass shit. Look at these gardens. And the horses on rocks. And the gazebo. I like that they decorate for Halloween. I think a lot of rich people don't decorate for Halloween, and I think that it's fun. And what's the point of being rich if you're not gonna decorate, you know? This is so mansion, right? Like, it's really just giving mansion. Really giving mansion super hard. Okay. Okay. Very old money. I kind of like this one. Again, not my personal style of what I would do in a house, but you can tell it had a designer. You can tell it had a look. Like, I love these couches. And this, like, you notice the floors and you notice the crown molding. You see how they kept the ceiling white and kept everything in neutral colors. So you notice the, like, cool woodwork on the floors and you notice the cool detailed carving in the molding on the ceiling. It does feel very formal. This is not cozy. I would not feel comfortable sitting down here. It's very pretty, but it looks like a museum, not a house. Oh, I don't like this. I don't know what this is, but there's too much open space here and there's too many doors. I'm scared. And then the carpet in here is not working at all. I take back what I said. Yeah, this carpet needed to be switched out. Or, other opinion, keep the carpet, different drapes, different furniture. This kind of mansion feels like a work of art. It really does. But I think let's end it there. Honorable mention, I think this listing might be wrong because $999 million, but just interesting that there's a whole Zillow listing for land mining. That's literally terrifying. So if you have a gazillion dollars and want this piece of land in California, unimproved land, 100 acres, this is literally the epitome of depressing. It's a mine? What the fuck is this? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed our little Zillow make fun of rich people moment. Let me put up our game for the night and then we will get out of here. This was very fun. We started off with kind of a depressing vibe, but it just really needed to be talked about. Here, I'll put my email in the chat. I have a couple. One's on my page, but the one I'm putting in my chat, I'm the only person that has access to. There you go. And then I'll put the Nearpod link in the chat as well. What if we all split the land and we can live there together? Which game do we want to do? Let's do Carnival, because some of these design choices were just very clown behavior. Your decor style and commentary are so spot on. I hope that you all like these. I just kind of do these when I can't really think of anything good to do, especially when there's a lot of serious things happening in the world. And I'm like, let's just look at some houses. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it fresh. And we're all in this together. We really are all in this together. But I'll give people a few moments to join the game. I'm a little tired. I feel like whenever I don't have school, it weirdly makes me more tired because I'm like in such maximum chill mode that I just like don't want to do anything. I'm going to watch The Wire. My wall is falling apart. It's really upsetting me. But I hope that you all liked this. I'm sorry it was so laggy tonight. Very lame. I'm feeling scared for the future of our nation. That's how I'm feeling. While you all join, let me look at I have like 9 text messages. Did something happen? Okay, one is a video from my sister. Okay, one is about my friend's graduation. Lock that into the calendar. Graduation all day. Graduation. How is TPT going? Good. TPT is always very like shroom, brum, 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 brum. So like whenever we come back from a break, that's really good. The beginning of the school year is always really good. Yeah, TPT is going good. I like TPT a lot. I haven't put anything on there in a little minute now because I've mainly been focused on like TikTok getting banned, which ended up not happening. And instead I just got my emotions played for a political stunt, which is fine. It happens to the best of us. But yeah, love my Teachers Pay Teachers. Random things do well on there. And a lot of times people on there like don't know who I am. Like they don't follow me on TikTok and stuff, which is kind of nice. Just because it's like validating to be like, oh, people that have no idea who I am and didn't see me on social media just saw this and liked it, which is the cool feeling. And on the other side, I love buying on TPT. Absolutely loved it. Thanks for including my meme in the Brittany Bateman thumbnail. It was a very good meme. I feel like having a hard time making decisions. Everything feels so up in the air. It really does. Like, I don't know what I want to do with, like, my career or my life or, like, anything. But you know what I do know I always want? I always want Baja Blast, and I always want a vodka lemonade. And we know that. And also, I just bought stuff to make. I have lots of things to make treats. I haven't decided what I'm going to make yet, but I have, like, strawberries, coconut flakes. I have Nutella. I have chocolate chips. I have Golden Graham cereal. I have pretzels. Like, I have lots of things to make good treats. I just don't know what to make yet. I love TPT. It's the best. I'm going to go ahead and hit start on this game. You can kind of tell I'm, like, over it. I'm ready to go. How do I become a social studies teacher when I'm a woman and not a coach? Maybe, I love a Dirty Shirley. That's my favorite drink, but people never know what it is. Maybe I've just been blessed to work in schools where that was not like a thing, but I've always found it relatively not easy, but like possible to get a job, and they've never really asked me the coaching stuff. At my current school, they asked me to coach golf after I got hired. And I said no, because I don't know anything about golf. And then they were like, no, we have someone for the golf part. You just need to come with the kids, but still no. So I have not found myself in that predicament, but I know some schools literally won't hire you unless you're a coach. So I don't know what to tell you about that. I think it's also because everywhere I've ever taught, U.S. history has a standardized test. So that maybe had something to do with why they were hiring people that like actually cared about the job. Not that all coaches don't, but some don't. But yeah, I wish I had better advice for you. But I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Puppy chow, or what I've been into recently, it's called like Christmas white trash. Kind of like puppy chow, but no peanut butter. Where in California was Kanye West home located? You're welcome. And I would say, if you're applying for teaching jobs, this is my advice. Principals, they get evaluated based on not evaluated, but they get held responsible for test scores. So if you're able to talk about testing in a way that shows that you are educated on the topic, you take it seriously, that will earn you a lot with a principal. I would also say, look at if that district has had any new initiatives. So if that district had a literacy initiative, bring up in your interview, I love embedding literacy into my instruction. Here are some ways that I do that. Just try and tell them what they want to hear. And I also have only taught in districts that have had teacher shortages. So every teacher job interview I've had was kind of like, can you start tomorrow vibes? So some people that are in really competitive districts, prayers out to you. That's just never been the situation I've been in. Both teaching jobs, so all three if you count when I taught daycare. Actually, I didn't get the job on the spot there. They called me back. So anyway, both public school teaching jobs I've had, I got a verbal offer during the interview and only interviewed once. I don't know what that says about me or the schools that I've taught in, but that's just the situation. Paul Castellano. A couple weeks ago when we were talking about political cartoons, and I told you about my grandpa who was 93. He remembers when World War II ended and he was drafted to serve in Germany after the war ended, like in the early 50s. He said the Germans were friendly because Americans liked to spend money and they liked to make money. I think that's been our reputation for a while. I feel like reviewing French protests would be very fun. Not the violent parts, obviously. I think maybe we should talk about the violent parts. It's historic. Oh, I think this was supposed to be Ted Cruz. That might have been my bad. Sorry. Oh no, it was Ted Cruz in 2016. So no, it was right. This one was hard. I don't remember if we talked about this or not. Our district loves a surprise roundtable. You go in expecting a one-on-one and there are 10 people. Ugh! The first teaching job that I interviewed for, it was the principal and 2 teachers in the interview. Verbal offer. Second teaching job I interviewed for, and both times, like, so my first teaching job, I went to a hiring fair, and I specifically wanted one school at that hiring fair, and then they made me a verbal offer. And I interviewed at like 5 other schools, but I didn't really like them very much, so I kind of forgot about them. Second teaching job, did 1 interview, got a verbal offer on my first interview, and was like, we're in, locked and loaded. And that one, it was the principal and administrator, and I think 2 administrators, actually, yeah. Yeah, because the teacher was supposed to come, but she was on vacation and couldn't come. Because they were like, oh, we really wanted you to be able to talk to a teacher, sorry. And they were like really apologetic about it. Can I just say, everyone that was in that interview with me that I loved and respected so much, none of them are at my school anymore. We got like a completely new admin team. How is grad school going? Do you feel like you're learning anything? Grad school's going very well. I have all A's, and I think I have actually gotten dumber. I think I've forgotten things that I once knew. It actively made me stupider. Grad school did. And then they sent me a letter the other day that was like, you're in our honor society if you want to pay $50. No. Is 8 one you skipped? I think so. I did y'all dirty with that. Sorry. I'm getting a master's of arts in teaching, and it's really dumb, but it is one of the only programs. So like there was a list of programs that were like dual master's and certification, and for social studies there was only like 8 choices, and some of them were expensive, so I just went with the worst one because it was cheap. So like you get what you pay for. Nicolas Cage's mansion is rumored to be haunted. It is online. It's at a public state school. It's like pretty okay, I guess. Are you paying for it? Yes and no. I have a grant that I earned. So yes, I'm paying for it because I earned that money. But no, it is not coming out of my bank account. But the grant that I have, you can only use it for education or student debt. So I had to use it on something or else it was going to expire. So why not this? Alrighty, I'm so glad that in first place it is Jennifer Tilly's pink room, vinyl siding, an ugly-ass couch in the foyer, Liz, a bajillion acres of land, Molly, Lilybee, a sink with no drain, Kanye fears windows, Jennifer Tilly's a doll, Quick Trip, Lizard Beth, a Dutch Bros parking lot, Tori, Ado, Deej, McMansion, Sam U, Stunt, I can't read that. I wish I was mildly rich. Mel, a concrete million parking lot. Thank you so much for being here. Do you have to do online school when you have snow days? Yes and no. Like, we don't do Zoom, but we do have to post assignments. So I do need to get that going for the children tomorrow. My grandmother fighting for her rights as an Italian. This meme. This is what you were talking about. Great meme. Great meme. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you join us next week where we'll talk about what our country would be like if I was in charge. It is a fun little joke. Thanks for judging my ex's mansion. I really needed that. I could tell, and the mansion needed to be judged. That really was like cosmically aligned together. If I ever run into you in person, I'm going to introduce myself as a Dutch Bros parking lot. You should. That's how I know you. But thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you next week. And most of next week will mainly just be me talking about how I would punish rich people. Those are my main policies if I was ever going to be in charge. But I love you so much. Have a great night. TTYL. If you are in a winter weather zone, don't drive. Be safe. Keep your socks on.